Right, welcome to Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope, the Facebook page on YouTube. And for those people that are just starting, the reason why I say that is because I have a Facebook page, Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope. This is a YouTube for it, where I answer your messages, talk to you and stuff like that. So what I want to do is get right on to the subject. First of all, I had lots of wee nods to talk about this since seeing Wonder Woman. I had people in work basically saying to me that they prefer Batman v Superman to watch Wonder Woman. I had people interested in the Greek mythology stuff. People saying to me they thought it was a wee bit getting slower in the middle or whatever. I had umpteen people coming up to us. I took boys to see the film. They loved it. They were asking me about the war and stuff like that and getting really interested in that way. And then when I go online, I see posts about the film constantly, making more money and dropping very little. And then I see a bar graph that shows you how many superhero films that are out there and how much they dropped since being released. And Wonder Woman was the film that's dropped the slightest. And then I saw a video of a man. It was a Facebook it was a business sort of page, and there was a link on Facebook, and there was a guy interviewing Patty Jenkins, and what he said was it was the best superhero film that he'd seen. Not the best DC movie, not the best Marvel superhero movie, basically just superhero movie. So no doubt this is a guy, unbiased, unlike myself, whatever, and he's seen sort of like the Avengers and everything else that came first, and he says that this is the best superhero film he's seen. Which then spurred me on to make this film. Now, you may have, if anybody's followed any of my videos, you'll have came across one that states that I can't pick a favourite film because they're all good in their own ways. So when somebody tells me that they prefer Batman v Superman to Wonder Woman, it's just, for me, it's different. It's not the same sort of film. The story's different. It's entirely different setup. For me, I loved Wonder Woman. I love Batman v Superman. I prefer them to the Avengers. So any one of them, just to me, is better than Avengers. When Avengers came out, I thought it was just like a big TV movie. It just didn't feel that cinematic way for me visually, probably down to Zack Snyder or whatever. But that's just my personal opinion. Now, when I go and rate a film, I don't go by how much money it's made at the box office, because there is so many films out there that have made lots of money and I believe to be rubbish, and then there's films that are out there that's made no money that I believe is brilliant and it's went unseen, whatever. Then you've got the critical response, but we all know we shouldn't listen to critics. They'll tell you that this is the funniest film of the year, give it 5 stars, you go and see it, and you're lucky if you laugh once. So these is not how I gauge what film is better. What I do is I just sort of make a wee graph in my head. It's like that time when maybe a girl wants to know if she wants to marry a boy or vice versa, and they make a list of the positives and the negatives. I think did the Big Bang Theory do something like that? When you're trying to make up your mind of the Friends episode and they're making a list of why I should marry Rachel or something, and puts the good points, and then they put some. Well, that's what I do to films. And for me, there was so much more good points I got for Wonder Woman than I did for Avengers. Maybe because I'm biased, but I try to think outside my own box. And even though I believe maybe Batman v Superman, maybe, my ultimate favourite superhero film, I also try to listen to the general public and then make that sort of list. Okay, so for all you people out there that think, oh no, Wonder Woman was good, but BVS was better, it's your own opinions, it's fine, I probably agree with you on that, but when I put all the wee points and everything else on the chart, it made look that the other people, and as I said before in my many other videos, that I don't believe, for me, unlike a lot of people out there that have got a beef about DC and because it's not done the way they want, for me, I would rather hate a DC film and have it popular, and that because I am a supporter of the franchise. Okay, I'd rather somebody love something more and DC get the respect. Okay, I think that might be the slight difference between a fan and a supporter. Okay, and you can draw your own conclusions from that. So my list of the good points of Wonder Woman is first of all, it's the first time you get Wonder Woman after 75 years. There was a lot riding on it. It was done by Patty Jenkins, kind of female director, put on charge of this big. Yes, you had to help, yeah, not going to do all that sort of stuff. You had Gal Gadot that a lot of people had issues with, maybe some people had issues. She shined, whatever. It was dealing with a lot. Yeah, I know Captain America had World War II, but for me, Wonder Woman was dealing not just with the casualties of war, but she was dealing with the emotion of man and man's greed for war. It was dealing with the Greek gods, whatever, right? So that's another sort of point that a lot of people were interested in. But it was also dealing with equality between men and women and where women stood in that. And then you shove Wonder Woman in there who believe everyone is equal no matter the race, colour, whatever. You had a wee touch in that, with the sort of Indian guy that wanted, or the guy pretending to be an Indian driving the chauffeur thing, and you had the Scots, you had all these nationalities all combining, saying about the world and stuff. So you had that, you had the strength of a woman, and also you had the strength of the man, that sort of felt like they're respecting each other between Steve Trevor and Wonder Woman. So these were all sort of points that added to it. And not only that, it was the risk and the hassle that was going forward for this film. You had the director that wanted to do it for the last 10 years and just waiting for the right time. She was passionate, she wanted to do it. Luckily, the other director just didn't share the vision, and Patty Jenkins' vision was more on board. So there was a lot of stuff that was sort of being in the right place coming together with us. Now, with the Avengers had so many different other heroes that had origin stories before. You had the Hulk movies, Captain America movies, Iron Man movies, Thor movies, Hulk movies. They all came before Avengers. So you'd already had a big sort of backlog of films to help explain to those people, unlike us, that read comics, that don't know anything about it. So Wonder Woman came out and she told a world all about herself within one film. One film, people got to her straight away. They didn't need Captain America 1 or 2 or whatever before they got to Avengers. They only got one wee brief moment of Wonder Woman. And as I say, so my sort of point system and everything else that's making this film have legs for it to run, and the amount of word spreading around and everything else. Now, I'm not saying Wonder Woman will make anywhere near the money that Avengers did, because the Avengers, that was aimed towards kids, to the family. I'm not saying Wonder Woman isn't, okay, because there's a lot of young ones that seen it, but it was. Over here it's a 12A, so you did need adult. It isn't. Over in America it was a 13. Not too sure what Avengers was, if it was a PG or something like that. That just meant that more kids would orientate towards that sort of film. So it's, and also it had that backlog. So this is a Wonder Woman standing up, you know, breaking the mold of the film industry. You know, that women. I mean, we had Mockingbird J, okay, we had the Hunger Games, and there are so many other female lead jobs out there. So it isn't like the first ever film that a woman had the lead role. I'm not saying that, but it's the sort of first superhero movie with the women in the lead role directed. So as I say, so many lists of, I know, and I've been given points to each one of them. And I believe no matter what happens, no matter what the box office is, no matter if critics praised Avengers more than praised Wonder Woman, alright, and even though I love Batman v Superman and Man of Steel,